If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you are looking for a new multi-tool. Well, is this Leatherman ARC the one for you? Is it worth the $230 price tag? Well, I'm gonna go through reasons in this video why I think it is worth the price, and I'm also gonna put it head to head with 3 other multi-tools, a couple different Leathermans and the SOG Powerpint as well. We're gonna quickly run through all of the tools that this multi-tool has, see if this is the right fit for your daily needs, and if it's worth the hype. Let's get into it. Okay, so the Leatherman ARC. I've used a Leatherman for the last, 8 years or so, and I gotta say, this is probably my favorite multi-tool that I've used to date. It really is just a pleasure to use. There's so many things contributing to that. One being, it's made out of 420 and 440C stainless steel, so the construction is amazing. It's the first multi-blade to use MagnaCut steel. Knife's a little dirty there, but MagnaCut steel is extremely strong. It's super corrosion resistant. It holds its edge really, really well, and it's basically a steel that was made specifically for knife blades. So just, it's epic that they were able to put it into a multi-tool, and I think it's gonna last a really long time. So those are the first couple things that I really enjoy about it. The main other thing is that the tool sets that are in this multi-tool sort of fit my needs pretty great. So in previous tools like the Leatherman Signal, the Leatherman Signal here is awesome. It's a very stout tool. This thing, one of the things that I dislike about the Leatherman ARC is that it's got a little bit of play when you, like you see here, you can see how this bends a little bit on the pivot point, whereas with the Signal, there's like no play at all. This thing is solid as a rock, and so I really do like that about the Signal. However, how often are you going to be twisting something so hard where it might actually break this multi-tool? I don't know. I haven't put it through that much of a stress test yet. I have with the Signal. I actually bent the pivot right here, and it didn't want to open and close, and so I sent it in and they replaced the product, which is amazing customer service. But that's basically the only negative thing that I can truly say about this multi-tool. Everything else so far is awesome. This multi-tool has free technology built into it, which is basically magnets that keep it closed and easily opens as well. So along with that, it also one-hand operation on all the tools. So literally you just push your thumb up against these tools and they fan out. And then to close them, you just push down and close them. And it's so easy to use. It's just like, definitely not the smallest multi-tool that goes in your pocket. It's got a bit of weight to it, but the functionality is just awesome to be able to throw it open like that, and then you're off. You can use whatever you need to use. So those are pretty much all pros, things that I really like about it. I think previously too, I didn't have many multi-tools that had scissors. Scissors are shockingly useful. I didn't think that I was going to use them as much as I have been using them in this tool. And so I think that it's a really handy thing to have in your multi-tool. So let's run through some of the other tools that this thing's got going. So we'll start here at the top. So you've got file. You've got a diamond coated file right here on top, and then sort of a thicker grained wood file on the back side. So multi-purpose there. On this side, you've got a saw, which most Leathermans have a saw, but this is just really thick, nice saw. You can tell it's heavy duty. Next to that, you've got your screwdriver set, and this is nice. It's got this little thumb set. I wasn't sure what this was before, but when you push it open, you can kind of see, you can kind of push it with your thumb, and it's got this little zone here where you can push it up with your thumb right here. So Phillips head, and then you can pull it out and drop it. You can pull it out and you've got flathead. So that's really easy to operate. And then right here you can push up and you've got this can opener that also kind of has this tapered blade right here that's kind of could be useful for prying things open and whatnot. And then on the other side, you've got an awl, which they've removed the pinhole for your twine or whatever rope that you're using to sew. I think it was probably a weak point when you're trying to get in there and drill holes into this thing or into any wood or whatever you're doing. But they did put a little hook here so you can wrap your cable around there and then use it however you're gonna use it. I've never had to use an awl to date, but I could see how some people would probably use it pretty often. So it's there when you need it. The tool next to that is going to be your micro screwdrivers. So these are really good for like your sunglasses or maybe like your kids' toys or something like that. And it's got a little spring right here to keep it nice and tight when you pull it in and out so it stays in place. So that's also really nice. So that can be super, super handy. I've used that a ton already. Some loose gear. And then you got a flathead screwdriver that doubles, well, I should say you've got a pry tool that doubles as a flathead screwdriver. It's definitely thicker than your average screwdriver right here, but works really well as a screwdriver for bigger things. But it's also a really good pry bar, paint cans, whatever you need to pry open, it's strong enough. And that point right there feels really, really strong in here. And so that's good news. On the back side, something that I loved on my Leatherman Signal was the hammer. And they do market this flat spot here to be used as a hammer. And so I haven't used it yet. I used the hammer a ton on the Signal and it worked really, really well. And so I did like how it kind of has this jimping a little bit right here to add some texture, but I mean, this is gonna work just as well, I think. So nice that it's there. And then when you open it, in this zone right here, you've got crimping, like a crimping tool for your cables and stuff. 2 different sizes. I'm not off the top of my head, I don't know what sizes those are, but good for crimping things. And then removable wire cutters as well. And so you've got hard wire cutters right here, your main wire cutter there, your standard plier right here, and then your needle nose pliers at the top. So this thing's pretty stacked with tools. You know, if you're in a specific trade, there's other tools that may work better for you. Like if you're an electrician, maybe you're a carpenter, you're a mechanic. There are other tools in the Leatherman lineup, or even different brands that may work better for you. But I'm not a tradesman. I run a business where I may need any of these tools at any given time. We run old school trucks that I might need any of these tools. So it's really nice to have a tool that has all of these things built in that can get the job done when you need to get the job done. So is it worth $230? Well, I don't know. This Signal I think goes for like $130, $150, kind of in that zone. The Skeletool, even cheaper. This is the CX. You can kind of see the size difference here. The height isn't too far off, but the arc is definitely thicker. See that there? So there's that, but this thing's definitely lighter. The Skeletool is definitely lighter, but this is also a great tool. It's kind of tight. I haven't been using it too much. I think my wife's kind of been keeping this in her EDC kit. But this is great. The CX is nice. It's got a little bit better knife blade on it. But this is a good option if you want something real light and that doesn't take up a lot of pocket space. This is a super great option if you're in the Leatherman kind of zone. If you want something that is a different brand, that's definitely cheaper, then I would look at the SOG Powerpint. This is a really fun tool to use. I love how it kind of opens up with these sprocket teeth. I did a review on this in a different video. I'll link the videos to the comparison that I did with the Leatherman Signal and the Skeletool previously, so if you're interested in that, and also to my current daily carry that includes this Leatherman ARC, as well as some other of my favorite tools I guess favorite gear that I've used to date that I've really been enjoying using. So, but anyways, the SOG Powerpint is really rad. Not all the bells and whistles, obviously, as the Leatherman, but it's got wire cutters, it's got your standard pliers, your needle nose, and then it's got all these other tools too that are all built in, screwdrivers, and you've got an awl right here, you've got a file, you've got, actually, I believe, yeah, it's got scissors as well. Do they work as well as the Leatherman? No, they definitely don't. The Leatherman, the scissors are hard to beat. Victorinox, obviously, the scissors in a Victorinox are amazing as well, but pretty heavy duty on this new tool. So let's see, then you kind of just got your other standard stuff. You got like a super serrated knife, and so this is another good option, definitely budget friendly, but in the lineup, I think I would have to say that if you're an enthusiast, if you're a tradesman and you need a reliable multi-tool, this Leatherman ARC is really hard to beat. It's got everything that you need, nothing that you don't need, really high quality materials. You can run it on your right or left side. I forgot to mention the pocket clip you can put on either side. So that's a nice touch as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I know some people saw the price tag and were like, absolutely not. I would not even think about buying a tool that expensive. That's not like a very specific thing, but I don't know. I think there's something to be said about this multi-tool. I really like it, and I think that it would be a good fit for a lot of people. So let me know in the comments if you're gonna pick one up. I'll have a link down below for this. I don't think it's an affiliate link, but if you wanna buy it, link to the website and you can pick one up. I do have links for the other 3 items as well if you're more interested in one of these. This Signal was my favorite multi-tool until I got this ARC. This is a great camping knife. It's got built-in flint, it's got your saw, your knife, and I kind of like the colorway as well. It's got a whistle, and this is just a really great multi-tool too, and it's cheaper. So definitely got some options here, but I think that Leatherman ARC reigns king. Leatherman killed it with this one. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. I'm doing videos every week. Please hit the like button. It helps out the channel a ton, gets my videos out there a little bit more. My name is Jevin, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.